Lost in this hazy room, the darkness surrounds. Pulsating beats electrify the ground. I feel the energy, it's flowing through my veins.
Hey, what's up, soul family? It's April here with the Phoenix Collective. We are a group of individuals who have adopted the Phoenix archetype. All right, we are dedicated to the journey of healing ourselves, getting back into our authentic nature, which is how we're born. Yeah, everybody is born as a perfect individual on this planet. And, we go through a little bit of conditioning, programming, and we get stuck in patterns, and we start to kind of mask who we truly are in order to adapt and survive socially and in different social situations. All right. And so now we're taking the steps to unmask ourselves, pull out all the programming and patternings and see what's hidden there, and get back to who we truly are as individuals on this planet. All right. I'm an intuitive and a tarot card reader. I read cards in 4 positions. I always start in the past, and that's the energy that helps you claim the reading. But just because you clicked on this reading, there's probably some important messages for you here today. All right. The Phoenix Collective is growing every day, and I love you guys. If you're new, welcome. But what that just means is that these messages aren't for everybody. They get to be a little more general or specific just for a few certain people. And then you might find that in the reading, certain things apply to you and certain things don't. So it's important to have discernment and, use your judgment for what applies to you so you can pick up that knowledge and utilize it, or just put it back in your storage, right? Because this is essential stuff for life. All right. There's nothing here that doesn't have purpose and isn't beneficial for surviving and navigating the world as humans living a spiritual existence. Okay. So just remember that we all have that in common. That's that law of one that states that we all have a soul, which is the fractal of source. Okay, so that we are all connected as one, and we're learning and growing from each other. Now, you might be on different sides of the wheel. You might be the one delivering the lessons, or you might be the one learning. But essentially, it's a symbiotic relationship where we're learning from each other. And that's why navigating the light and the dark is essential knowledge in this day and age. And we're all ready for it. Hey, we're ready for it. The world is ready for it and eager for it. We're, as a whole, collectively, as a universal collective, all searching for personal empowerment and growth. We're ready to evolve and grow on this planet. Now, there's a few of us that are still stuck in that devilish energy, manipulating scenarios, lying and navigating the world more in their shadow, but we need them as well. Because those are the people helping us grow and teaching us that we have the power to grab that fucking bullshit and alchemize it for our own personal growth and change. So bring it on. Bring on the bullshit, dude. I'm ready for it. Always. All right. And I pulled some overall arching cards here for this reading. But first, I just wanted to let you guys know that I am doing private readings, and you can look in the description if you're interested. I'm doing all of those through Medium Chat. So just click on that link down there, and you'll be able to find me most evenings or sometimes during the day. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys. Free 3 minutes for everybody. And there's lots of advisors on there, so you don't even have to pick me. Okay. If somebody else resonates with you, go for it, and let's see here. Chakra. So this is balance. So I'm talking to a collective today that understands the importance of spiritual hygiene. And on a daily, right? You brush your teeth every day. You take a shower every day. You get good rest, right? You put your deodorant on. Well, you also need to tend to your spiritual hygiene, which is activating your prana, getting grounded in your energy, because we need, and activating your prana does all of this. Okay, it removes all that bullshit energy, all the toxins, all of the spiritual warfare, the intents of others, and really just grounds us back into the earth through our root chakra. So before I always activate my prana, I always get connected in my root chakra, and then below it, I think it's called a soul star, but I call it the super root, that gets us in there even deeper. And it's in that way that we can take everything that's causing us fear, everything that's causing us anxiety, and push it down into Mother Earth. She is our mother, guys, and she transmutes that for us and neutralizes it and puts it out back into the world in beneficial ways. So this relationship we have with Mother Earth is super important. So if you can even get outside and do this, really get your ass on the ground and connect with our mother. You know, it's kind of like the those blue people that connect to the tree. We need to get back into our connection to this earth and remember that it's all beneficial stuff, and we're all working together, right? There's that law of one. Okay, that even everything resonates with the vibration on this planet, even if we think it's dead. Like this tapestry on my wall has a vibration. All right, and then we move up into that sacral energy, and that's where we create from. Okay, it's a very feminine energy. The root chakra is a very masculine energy. It provides us that stability, that grounding. Cleansing this out each day really helps us with our finances and keeping a stable home and feeling secure, and not getting away from that lack mentality. Now, as we push up into that sacral energy, we're able to take our passion and drive. That's our spiritual purpose, guys, and everybody has one. All of us. We all came down here with a certain mission and purpose and certain cycles that we need to break. We either conquer it or we don't. But if we don't, we just get to come right back down here. So let that be motivation for you. I'm hella motivated to get it right in this lifetime and do what I need to do. Okay. And if it feels good, it can't be wrong, right? Yeah. All right. If it's destructive for us, then we need to learn that that's our subtle system, that's our energy system, our energy body telling us we need to push that energy away from us. Okay, so then we get into the solar plexus, which gives us that confidence and self-love to push through on our mission and purpose. All right, and those are all the chakras underneath the heart. And then above we have the crown chakra, and we even have one above that. I don't know the name of that one, but that's one that connects us to the 5 and 4D and provides us our downloads, and this is where we receive. So we need to be open to receive that. And the third eye, which allows us to unmask the world around us. I say this is where that gift of illumination comes from, you guys. But if we are blocked and really holding a lot of bullshit in the subconscious, it's going to affect the way we see the world, because we're going to be navigating the world through our fears, right? And we're just going to be looking to survive. So we've got to kind of switch that thinking and switch the thinking of what's being downloaded to us. All right. These are all the thoughts that come into our head, all the visions, everything. When you get stuck in those mind loops, that's spirit. Not trying to cause fear or trying to cause you to react in negative ways. They're there to guide you. All right. And then your intuition, the feeling you get. And that's different. That's different than feelings. Intuition is different than feelings. It's a little more subtle. But feelings guide us. Okay. Because shit. I used to say to my 4th graders, rules are for stupid kids. If you fucking act stupid, I'm going to give you some rules. Okay? Because we know how to treat one another by the feelings that we get. When you get embarrassed or angry or upset, that is Spirit's way of guiding you to not do those things, or to adjust the way you're looking at things so that doesn't happen, because we don't want to feel that way. But what do we do as humans instead? We do drugs, we avoid, we act out, we try and manipulate things. We do everything we can to try and seek validation outside of ourselves for those feelings, right? Somebody embarrasses you, you want to go and tear them apart and smear their name. If somebody leaves you, you have to make it all their fault. Well, fuck that. Let's take ownership, guys, for our lives. Okay? Because if we just become a victim to it, that's some sad sack shit. Okay? And there's no personal growth in any of that. I'm not willing to stay stagnant in my life and just blame the world around me. I have personal control of it. And I'm telling you, there's magic in this. The world changes when you take accountability for your actions and you actually go after what you want with vulnerability. All right, but there's keys to that, and different energies to step into. And the first thing that you have to do is get a hold of your subtle system, so that you know things, you know your resting state, so when things come into your energy, you're prepared for it. Okay, hold on, I'm getting a call. I'll be right back. All right, I totally lost track of where I was at, but I know that I was talking about the chakras, and then the third eye, that gift of illumination, which the collective that I'm talking to today, I feel this really strong right now. My third eye is somebody that really is in their stoic nature, and that has kind of stepped into that King of Swords, Queen of Swords energy, and is navigating social situations like that. It's really that's really a protective of the heart kind of an energy. That so this person has been kind of wounded in the heart, and is not too willing to be vulnerable, but is more removed, stoic, observant, and is kind of scanning the room and unmasking everybody. And it's very apparent there that connection to their intuition, their third eye, and their crown chakra is on point. It's on point, and that's how they're navigating it. But really, I see a hard protective shell there. Okay, the throat chakra is where we speak our truth, honestly. Okay, and so we're taking all that information that we've learned through the self-healing journey, and how we're feeling, and the information that's being downloaded, and the unmasking people, and we're calling it like it is. We're not flying monkeys. We're not jumping on board and attacking people. We're not covering up secrets. We're not engaging in any kind of nefarious acts, or just looking to be part of a group to validate us. Okay, so we're definitely removed from outside validation, this group that I'm speaking to, and sees things for how it is, and speaks on truth and the best judgment of everybody. They're very removed. Okay, and all of this meets together in the heart space, and it's done like that. The top three chakras connect you to the divine and the 5D, and the bottom three really connect you to the earth plane, and all of that meets together at the heart. And this is where we're navigating life, right? We're navigating the light and the dark, and there needs to be a balance. There definitely does. There needs to be, the people that are out there still acting out of their shadow are necessary, because it's through their actions that give the rest of us our spiritual awakening, and we can then hold that light. And so we need the balance. The people I'm speaking to today are not all caught up in their head in the spiritual world. They're actually grounded to the earth plane as well, because they understand that they have to have that balance to be able to navigate the light and the dark, and understand where people are coming from and how that benefits their situations, right? It's understanding human behavior. Okay, right? I mean, you can understand when somebody's coming at you, when they're lying to you, or acting out of ego, or acting in victim mode, or any of these masks we wear to navigate life, to get our own needs met. Then there's the opposite of that. There's those that have pulled up their shadows, recognize these traits in others because of their traits of navigating that, and then unmask them in order to restore balance. Okay, so let me. I got some cards in the 5D as well. We got some angel guidance. Now these are our guides on this planet. They're here to assist us in the 5D, to help us on our mission and purpose. And angels mean business, guys. Your angels mean business. We all have at least 3 of them. Okay, if not more. I know I got a fucking team of them. And I call in others to assist me in different times when I need them. As you progress in your spiritual purpose and kind of get a handle on this world, and especially those of you that are earth angels, these angels are working for you. Yeah, you can guide them into what they need to do, and you can tell them, you can call the fucking shots. All right. So today, helping us in the 3D realm is Menandel, okay? And Menandel is the inner and outer work, okay? This is somebody that is doing the self-healing work, but also attending to their subtle system. It's all connecting, isn't it? All right. They help people keep their jobs and protect against disasters. So any kind of pot stirs or like upsets in business, this is just going to help secure your position as long as you're on path and on purpose. Okay? If you guys, they don't understand, like once you answer that call from the divine and you're steadfast in your mission and purpose and you are working directly as God's foot soldiers, nobody can fuck with you. Don't fuck with my chosen ones. We're hella protected. Hella protected. Okay? And I also have here Acheya. I fucking know that's wrong, but it's patience. So this angel is giving us some patience as he's revealing secrets around us. All right, and it spreads knowledge and industry. So this is this angel is helping you acquire the knowledge you need to navigate the scenario that you're in, and especially in the industry you're in. So there's a lot going on here with work, it seems like, and understanding our subtle system. Now, if you're connecting into your subtle system each day, consciously, right, and activating that prana, once you get all of your chakras aligned, you just do 5 minutes of breath work, right, where you're breathing in life force energy. Life force energy is not air, and you breathe it in through your nose. It's a little denser, and you'll start to feel that as your breath work continues in those 5 minutes. Deep, like that, lift up your chest and connect to hit that vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is it calms you. It calms you. So this stimulates that vagus nerve, and it'll just help you melt into the earth. So you breathe in that life force energy and you breathe out all the bullshit. That's all the intentions of other people. That's all the negative toxin and energy and thought. It's anything that doesn't serve you. So as I do my breath work, I recite that mantra. I'm breathing in life force energy and breathing out all that doesn't serve me. And in that way you connect into that law of one, right? You connect into the soul of the God center of everybody around you and all things around you. Everything, even inanimate objects, everything has a soul. Okay. All right, so we've got these angels with us, and we've got spirit telling us that maybe we've been neglecting our subtle system a little bit, and we need to attend to that each day. And remember, I know life gets hectic, and things happen, and this is just a natural way. This is going to lift your energy and connect you back into that mission and purpose if you felt a little bit off path. Okay, so I'm going to go right now into the past, and this is what's going to help you claim your reading. All right, so it's either going to be a scenario or describe a person, and this is how you know if that reading is for you. You might find that you're on the opposite side. We call that the cross watcher side, and if that's the case, this reading is also for you, because hey, we all got to start somewhere. All right, change, man, is change, and evolution is a personal choice, and you can choose to start today, right now, if you're not already. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to shuffle away. All right, so this reading today is for someone in their North Node. And North Node is just a really prosperous time. It's a real abundant time. It's a person that has stepped into their personal purpose and mission on this planet. When you're in your North Node, ain't no one gonna slow you down. No. You got to keep on moving. Yeah, this is super, super powerful. And this is when you've had, most likely, that you've gone through a dark night of the soul. Okay. Yeah, where you've had some personal towers where things have been removed from you and taken away, and that really forced you into a time of personal reflection. But Spirit does this intentionally. It's called hermit mode, and Spirit will take away all that negative influence around you if you're not doing it for yourself. Hey, if you can't do it for yourself and you got a mission and purpose to attend to, God will get you back on path real quick, especially if it's a powerful purpose. All right. So this is a person that has had everything removed from them. They've found themselves in the dark night of the soul, where really, honestly, in this energy, you lose your connection to God because you lose faith. You feel disconnected from everything. But those that have a powerful mission and purpose will not be tainted by this. Their compulsion, their compulsion for change and to find meaning in the world after that is what leads them to a spiritual awakening and an even more profound relationship with God and spirit and those around them. And they start to realize the people that aren't for them, and through that self-healing journey unmask, and they start to see how other people around them were not taking them in the right direction and maybe harming them, or it just it just gets you back on track. Okay, so you're now in your north node. You've done the work necessary. You're on track. You're on purpose. You're in beast mode, that boss mode. Okay, so you've really bossed the fuck up. Okay, and are seeing gains in your life. You've taken control. Yeah, you're in control. All right. Yeah, and you understand that it's through that relationship with a higher power that you can release some of the external control and listen to your subtle system. When you meet people, that instant energy you get from them will tell you if they're for you or not. You start to know, hey, and then you look at their word, listen to their words, right? And you unmask them. It just becomes blatantly obvious who people are by the energy and the vibration that they come at. So you know your vibrational matches. And honestly, any conversation or any kind of work that's not in line with your mission and purpose will bore the fuck out of you. Okay, and you ain't got time for that. Okay, but this evolution in who you are, other people don't like it. No. They liked you better when they could manipulate you, control you, siphon your energy. Yeah, light workers, we have an abundance of energy. It overflows and other people get the bennies of it. All right, and then they cloak themselves in it. And the sad thing is that they mistake that energy as their own energy. Your energy or the abundance and that love and light of yours, and they cloak in it. All right. I mean, come on. Have you ever been in that relationship where you start with somebody and they start taking you around and all of a sudden, and it's a real shitbag, but you don't know that the guy's a shitbag because you're so well received. You're so well received by everyone around you because they're just attracted to your love and your light. And then they kind of puff up because they're with you, right? And then they take that on as being their own energy. Right? Until you're gone. The minute you're gone, everything goes back to shit. All right? And these are people that are just taking they're energy vampires. All right? And so you guys know that the collective that I'm talking to today understands energy vampires. When they come into your system, they just drain you, and all of a sudden you have no energy. You're thinking kind of negative. You're letting them poke holes in you because these people also put you up on a pedestal. They see how wonderful you are and they're afraid of losing you. So they have to poke holes in you and kind of abuse you to bring you down to their energy so that you don't feel better than them and don't leave. Yeah, it's icky cycle and icky people. And I'm seeing that we've removed ourselves from these people. Okay. And I know that for certain because we got the death card. This is loss can open the doorway for a new beginning. Okay. It's transition and it's release. So we're releasing the past. All right. And we've done the collective that I'm talking to today. You can claim this reading if that's your energy. If you have cleansed, you've balanced your subtle system. You can feel energy as it comes in. You're able to use your third eye to unmask people. You're able to navigate the light and the dark on the earth plane very easily. And you instantly know who's for you and who's not, and what's in line with your purpose and what's not, and manipulation and all the tactics that come at you. You've got that gift of gnosis. Yeah, and those are our psychic gifts, and everybody has them. Every last one of you. I'm not special. No, I'm not special. And Jesus had this stuff too. All right. And when he came down here, he was teaching others to be like him. He didn't want a bunch of followers. He was teaching us to be leaders as well. Okay, so these are people that are boss the fuck up and are leaders. Hell yeah! And much to the dismay of people around them, because you got your wings and beautiful wings. It's been all over Facebook. Those memes that say that like the butterfly can't even see how beautiful its own wings are, yet it flies and is just so free. Yeah, you guys are butterflies. You don't even know how beautiful you are. Yeah, when you step into your purpose, you glow. Yeah, okay. And things magnetize to you because your vibration is higher. So you're only magnetizing good into your life. So we got to really be careful when we get into this transition time of our thoughts, all right? And we need to make sure that we're keeping our thoughts in line with our mission and purpose and not give in or give up. And we're going to have good and bad days and things are going to hurt, but it's easier now to step back in these moments and see that just happened for a reason. Okay? You can assign purpose to every interaction that you have. All right? Because you know that that's meant to happen. And you can trust God. Like sometimes I get super upset over things and I'm like, wait a minute. God, I trust you and I believe that this is for a purpose, and it always is. It always is. Okay. So it's all divine timing and it is all orchestrated. We might be in control of our own lives and our own destiny, but we're still co-creating this reality with a bunch of other people. So yeah, we need the light in the dark and we need all that shit. So let's see what's going on in the subconscious. The subconscious part is really muy importante. Okay, this is where we can kind of see that metacognitive process, right? We slice the brains open and we can see what other people are thinking and what their motives are. And we also see what's hidden in their subconscious and in our subconscious. All right, we're looking internal now. All right, so I'm going to shuffle some cards. I'll be right back and we'll go inside. Okay, so inside, always trying to get back inside. Heard it's so hard to penetrate. All right, we got some animosity. People PO'd. You're not supposed to grow. You're not supposed to change. You're not fitting in with the narrative that others have created for you. Yeah. Right? And I'm picking up on some people that have actively tried in their own way to create this narrative for you. Yeah, they try to spread through rumors and even like kind of force other people to believe and get other flying monkeys on board with making your life a little bit fucking hell. Okay? Because of your transition. Now I'm getting two different narratives here that in some cases that somebody passed over that and somebody that loved you deeply. Yeah. And maybe left you some cash, some money, and so we had some haters. Yeah, some people that were like pissed off that you got something that they didn't. And instead of responding appropriately, maybe did some nefarious things, okay? Or that there's some people that are mourning the old you and pissed off that you've changed. More of that scenario. All right. But I see, like I said earlier, I was envisioning, it doesn't surprise me to see that the King of Swords popped out here, that all of that hate and targeted adjustment of jealousy and, it's really difficult to understand people and how they react. But the person that I'm speaking to today really is in tune with their intuition and knows that people don't act out of pocket for no reason. And that it's no coincidence when everybody around you has a targeted agenda against you and it's for no reason of your own. Okay? That's that devilish energy of greed and status and power. And they didn't want you to have that. Okay? I mean, fuck, you're a boss. You got boss energy. People love you. You've got all this love and light. You're in your mission and purpose. And like, fuck, man, haters be hating. And instead of taking and alchemizing and looking at themselves, yeah, instead of taking all of that energy and alchemizing that into their own growth and change, because they can make changes and be the same way, right? We can all do this, the self-healing journey, but some of us don't want to do that. We're all on different phases of the self-healing journey. We can't make them, but we do have to protect ourselves against them. All right. And so the person that I'm speaking to in the well today had to get away from some people that were targeting them. All right. And that left them in that King of Swords energy, which is very intelligent energy. All right. And so the King of Swords is fair and just in his actions. He doesn't just go after people maliciously. His sword is up. So he's seeking truth and clarification. Right. He's definitely not going to act without having proper knowledge. So he's very connected in to the 5D and the downloads that are being given to him, and that's how he acts, right? And that love and light is his only true weapon. And that's spiritual warriors, that's how it is, right? We as we clear out and connect into and clear and cleanse our energy, our subtle system, that chakra energy, which is the overall arching theme of this reading, go figure, right? As we do this, we get a more profound connection to the spiritual realm, which is our inherited right? Our God center lies within us. That's Corinthians. That our body is our temple, right? I mean, that's straight out of the Bible. That we don't need any infrastructure to guide us, that inherently we all know and have that within us. And it's that true power that's where that self-healing is. And as we awake to that understanding, that's where our true power lies. And we're able to call in all of our ancestral knowledge and all of our knowledge to directly to our guides and ancestors and the angels that are just waiting for us to interact with them on the 5D realm. Okay. And but we do. The King of Swords does act in a very stoic nature. He's not going to be reactive. He's going to be very protective. And he will combat fear and ignorance in a very fair and just way, openly, without hesitation. He's sexy. He's sexy as fuck. He's my favorite. He's my favorite of the kings. He's a very protective energy. Like, I would marry this guy. Fucking right, absolutely hands down. Okay? Because he's not putting up with bullshit. All right? He's not swayed by the masses and outside validation and group mentalities. He walks the path alone, but he does it in a fair and just way, and with very much without ego. Yeah, that's some sexy fucking shit, dude. Like, that's the energy every masculine should be in, if you ask me. And it should be just there to protect him, his King of Cups energy on the inside, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. And but I'm seeing that stepping into this energy is what allowed this growth and change. Now, remember, you guys, that tarot doesn't speak in genders. So just because I'm pulling up the King of Swords doesn't mean I'm talking to a male today. It just means that you stand and you called in that masculine energy. We both, that's another duality that we have, right? That we all have male and female energies, and we're just balancing those out, right? Yeah. Okay, just like the light and the dark, we have the male and masculine and feminine. The masculine energies are all they're the first three chakras, and the feminine ones are the bottom three. Okay. So what this allowed, though, this energy and going through all of this pain, okay, all of that pain, it was divinely guided to move you into your purpose, right? Because without that pain, we wouldn't have gone on that spiritual journey through the dark night of the soul. So it's all, you guys, all of this is necessary. So you can't really get mad at life and life circumstances. You just have to navigate through it, all right? And that's what tarot is so beautiful, because it helps you navigate that and see the purpose in things, okay?